When you're first diagnosed with cancer, you just hear cancer. You think that they're going to tell you right then and there exactly what they can do for you.
She got her first diagnosis. It was negative, and she felt that she needed to do her due diligence and get a second opinion.
I was hoping that the second opinion would just confirm the treatment, because by then I had known for 3 or 4 weeks that I had breast cancer, and I was ready to get started with treatment.
After that second test, there were opposing results.
When I got the conflicting information, it was really difficult. I didn't want to have chemotherapy. I didn't want to be sick. I didn't want to lose my hair. I just didn't want to go down that road.
At that point, Dr. Scioto reached out to Jennifer Marin, who's our account manager, and said, "We know you have HER2 dual-ish. Can you run this for us?"
Lisa Williams came in and she literally hand-delivered the slides. Normally, you receive it in the mail, sometimes Federal Express. So that was a nice touch.
We had business at Penrose for a long time, but we only had access to the lab and to the lab manager. So we insisted that we sit down with Dr. Scioto to really explain the test.
The reason we had a face-to-face meeting with her was her decision, wasn't mine.
What other immunohistochemistry stains do you use?
Routinely we use the ER. Ability of face-to-face contact is very valuable, because when they sit down with you and look at a slide, sometimes they find points that need to be looked at. She gave me a lot of information on how to redish. We do have images for the fish if it's amplified on the report. There was quite a variation within the tumor. There were areas that were definitely positive and other areas were negative.
Both those test results were accurate. The patient had heterogeneity, and our bright field test for HER2 allowed us to determine that.
I was very pleasantly surprised to find out that my tumor was literally dissected and looked at very carefully to determine the best treatment.
If they had only gone off the first negative test, she wouldn't have qualified for Herceptin therapy. So it's a huge life-changing thing for her.
Knowing that my cancer could be targeted, that people had done work to determine how the cancer thinks, was very reassuring.
This is a complex disease that's really unique to every individual. So having a therapy that's customized for them is amazing.
It is really a relief when you're diagnosed with cancer to know that a company is researching, developing, and implementing medication that is the strongest fight against cancer.
We're not treating it as a one-size-fits-all. There's a patient tied to every single diagnostic, and that's why we're doing this.
I am amazed that there are people who go to such an extreme level and look at the smallest detail of cancer that, to me, was life or death.
Anne's case fits our motto of the right test, the right patient at the right time. This is a perfect example of what Roche can do and the power of our company. With this role, I directly impact patients' lives every single day, and being part of that is amazing.
I'm almost 2 years out from my diagnosis. I'm growing my hair back. I'm little by little taking back my life. I'm wrestling it back from cancer.